Hello everyone and welcome to Rep Sports 12 p.m. show, and today we are going to talk about the roadmap of 2027 ODI World Cup with the injury concerns of the senior players and with the thing in mind that Indian team has to groom the youngsters within this period of time, because if at any case the senior players are unavailable, or they're injured, or there are any other issues, so that young players would be ready to play the game, and if needed then the World Cup will also be safe, in order the bench strength being strong. So Shamik, the will straight up come up to you. So what do you think about this whole thing which is going on with the senior players? Like, they are a bit unfit in the sense they are having some injury issues. Virat Kohli with some hamstring issue, Rohit Sharma had some issues in the IPL. So what do you think about grooming the youngsters currently, right now, in all the Cs which are coming up before the ODI World Cup 2027?
Srishti, this whole fitness thing, except Hardik Pandya. Hardik Pandya has a glass body, and if you look at his injury record, I mean, you will see he has a tendency to break down. But this injury concern is a bit exaggerated. Why? Because Virat Kohli, this is the first time. This is the first time Virat Kohli has picked up an injury to be ruled out of a series. And when did you see for the last time Rohit Sharma has missed a series? Yes, you will have niggles here and there. He is approaching 40. You will have niggles here and there. It is not about Rohit Sharma playing as an impact sub in the IPL. IPL means nothing. When it comes to Indian cricket, international cricket, IPL means nothing. IPL is a 2 month entertainment. Simple. They're done and dusted. Now the fact is that yes, Hardik Pandya has an injury issue. You all know. Hardik Pandya broke down at the 2023 World Cup. Hardik Pandya. So Hardik Pandya. But apart from that, Virat Kohli is still India's fittest cricketer. Still, he is India. This is one hamstring niggle that has happened. It can happen to the very to someone who is absolutely who is a 24-year-old. This can happen to a 24-year-old. It is nothing related to age. So and this is the so I think this fitness thing is a bit exaggerated. You are talking about the backup line. India's backup line has always been ready. You see, Virat Kohli is not there. Jassi Jaiswal is in. He will bat at number 3, and in his last ODI, he has scored 100. So that backup is always there. Yes, there is a bit Indian fast bowling. Indian bowling is a bit iffy, because if you go beyond, Jasprit Bumrah is not playing. Jasprit Bumrah, Mohammad Siraj, regarding the third and fourth seamer, that area is a bit of a concern. Bowling, but as far as batting is concerned, absolutely no concern. And this fitness thing is a little bit exaggerated.
Okay, so coming to Shubhainda straight up. So Shubhainda, do you also feel that this injury thing is being a bit more exaggerated? Because I only read 30 articles a day about fitness and this, that things, and also if you have any updates from the Mishala.
Update from Dharamshala. It's raining here. India is supposed to train
Okay.
from evening. So the weather has been a bit iffy in the last couple of days. So let's see how it. Although it cleared out yesterday during the evening, but in the afternoon yesterday also it rained. So let's see whether it affects the training session or not. But injury. Talking about injury, see, only Hardik and Rohit's fitness are at this moment a point of concern. Virat's fitness, as Shamikda also said, has never been a concern. Injuries can happen to anyone, and the hamstring injury which Virat is recovering from, it is nothing serious, and he in all likelihood will be available for that England ODI. We'll get a breaking video at around 1 p.m. on our platform, so stay tuned for that. Around Virat Kohli and injury, but it is nothing serious and he should be okay for the England ODI. With Hardik Pandya, it's all about whether he can sustain the load of bowling 10 overs or not. Nothing else. It's not like if his body is breaking down, then India will need to plan from today onwards whether how many backups they can produce in the next couple of years. Of course, Nitish Kumar Reddy is the prime contender for being a backup to Hardik, but you have to you will the team management through India A perhaps will need to at least have another one more pace bowling all rounder who can be ready in case Nitish Kumar Reddy also breaks down, and he has had a couple of injuries in the last couple of years. He has missed India games also due to injury. So let's see about Nitish Kumar Reddy, Hardik Pandya, but Rohit's fitness will be all about whether he can sustain that load of being out there for 100 overs, batting with the same intensity, form wise, whether he can play those big knocks or not. 23 template, yes, it was lauded, it was praised a lot, but you did not have big knocks from Rohit Sharma. You did not have daddy hundreds from Rohit Sharma in ODIs, and it has been a while. Yes, he has scored a century here or there, but you have not seen him getting 80s, 90s, hundreds pretty regularly in this format. So how he manages his body, whether he can go on and play those big knocks, that will also be evaluated. But regarding Virat Kohli, he's absolutely fine, and there should be no concern whatsoever.
Shubhan,
Good to.
I mean, it's obviously not a like for like. Obviously, it will not get. But if you have a private conversation with the so-called backups at this moment in time, they will privately admit, and they have. I mean, when it's a private conversation, that Hardik has a different skill set, and they cannot match them. No, absolutely.
Shamit
I
Bhai
think
always say you can replace Virat Kohli, you can replace Rohit Sharma, but you cannot
exactly,
replace Hardik Pandya. There is no one in the country who can bowl 140, 140 plus and bat the way
exactly.
he does that.
So I think the best bet over the next 6 months, if he can develop his batting a bit over the next 6 7 months, that is Harshit Rana, because you will not get a like for like replacement from Shivam Dubey or be it Nitish Kumar Reddy. They cannot be. Yes, Harshit Rana cannot be a like for like replacement for Hardik Pandya, but Hardik, he can bowl around 138, 140, and if he develops his batting a little bit, he is on the course and he is spending a huge. He was spending rather before he picked up that injury. He was spending a huge amount of time at the nets to improve his batting. So if he can do that, if he can get to at least 70% or 75% of what Hardik Pandya is, I think he is the best bet.
Yes, very rightly said because we have seen Harshit Rana scoring a 50 also. Like, I am not saying that he is a like to like for Hardik Pandya or something like that. As Shubhaina very rightly said, that there is nobody in this country which, who can replace Hardik Pandya or whatsoever. But yeah, Harshit Rana like bowls at a speed of 138 or 140, somewhere near that, and also he can bat a bit. So it would be good if he has, if he is groomed in this particular period of time, or he has been made ready, just in case, like if Hardik Pandya has any issues in the ODI World Cup, because whatever Indian team decides in this current time, it would be only for the ODI World Cup 2027, nothing else, nothing for the series, nothing else. It would be only for the ODI World Cup. Coming to Webber, the same question from you also, like, do you think the injury thing has been a bit more exaggerated? And also, like, if just in case if Hardik Pandya is not there, apart from Nitish Kumar Reddy, if you have any name which could be there for replacement if Hardik is not there.
See, I think there is a definite concern around the functioning of the center of excellence, because if players are reporting into at COE and after that they are picking up injury, then there is a concern. So I think a deeper look should be taken into how COE is functioning. The personnel should be questioned, because if if it is happening on a regular basis, that a player is going there, doing rehabs, and after getting a clearance, if that player is picking up injury, and that too is a front first choice player of the Indian team, then that becomes a question. But in regards to injury, see, aging players will obviously be under injury cloud. They will always be under injury, whether it's a Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. Obviously, they are fit. Where Rohit had shed weight. Virat is obviously one of the best, one of the most fittest athletes in the world. But again, age, you cannot defy the age factor, and that is what, getting the better of these players, even though they are working hard on their fitness. So age will the number of matches you play in a IPL, in a grueling IPL season, if you play hamstring injury on these kind of injuries, because you run hard. Somebody like a Virat Kohli runs hard between the wickets, puts a lot of efforts. That is bound to happen. That will happen, and it has happened. So I don't think it's a big concern for a player like Virat Kohli. He has seen a lot of that. Obviously not injuries, but he knows how to come back, and he will definitely. But coming to Hardik Pandya's replacement, see, again, you have to get a combination of players. Like, if I talk about this series, if I talk in future, near future, Nitish Kumar Reddy is obviously there, and then you have a Harshit Rana. So a combination of Nitish Kumar Reddy plus Harshit Rana gives you one Hardik Pandya. That's how
Wow.
you have to balance it out, because as everybody has said, that there is no like to like replacement for Hardik Pandya. No one bowls at 140. and bats like Hardik Pandya does. He can, if there is a collapse, he can play out the situation and then fire at the end. But there's no player like that. You have to groom. That's why selectors are grooming. Otherwise, you wouldn't have find a Arshad Khan being part of India. What a Arshad Khan has done to be a part of India. He didn't had a great IPL nor a domestic season, but why he's still there? Because Indian selectors are looking like they are looking to groom tall pacers. They are also looking at to have more seam bowling all rounders. That's why an Arshad Khan is there, a bowling all rounder who can bat a bit like Harshit Rana. But again, no Hardik Pandya. So you have to stick to a Nitish Kumar Reddy. I think there's a fair chance. I think Shivam Dube should also be looked at, because if you look at the list numbers of both Nitish Kumar Reddy and Shivam Dube, it's more or less same. So also what Shivam Dube brings to the table is very experienced. He has played 2 World Cups as well. He can bowl. He has improved his bowling since the Asia Cup. So I think even Shivam Dube should be looked at, because he has not been getting injured a lot of times in the last 2-3 years, last 2 seasons, domestic seasons as well. So I think even Shivam Dube can be looked at. He plays first class as well for Mumbai. Shivam Dube, and again, you can go back to Shardul Thakur as well, if in case if you want to, you need characters like that. But I don't think selectors will look at Shardul Thakur for the 2027 World Cup, because they have a Harshit Rana, they have a Nitish Kumar Reddy. Shivam Dube can be brought in if they feel like so. But yeah, tough. And coming close to the 2027 World Cup, I think it will be Nitish Kumar Reddy who will be there as a second seam bowling all rounder. Just in case Hardik picks up an injury, then you will have a Nitish Kumar Reddy.
Yes, so I think apart from like Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, the Hardik Pandya injury concern is much more higher than the any other player I would feel. But yeah, Vaibhav took a very good point that there is an IPL, and if you are playing all the games, then there would be issues. So, Shamikda, coming to you first, do you think that senior players like Rohit, Virat, or somewhat like Hardik Pandya and Bumrah also, who are like both of them, Hardik and Bumrah, both of them are a bit of injury prone? And with Rohit and Virat, there's an age factor with the 2027 World Cup coming up. So, do you think that these players who are in the scheme of things for Indian team for the ODI World Cup, they should play lesser IPL matches, like they should play 9 or 10 or something like that?
No,
He's
Srishti,
smiling.
IPL is a contractual obligation. They cannot do that.
Hmm.
It's a contractual obligation. If you enter into an agreement with a
Hmm.
company, and wherein you are wherein you have committed to do a certain something. So they are committed to play. Basically, it's a contractual obligation that will not change. That will not change.
Okay.
As regards Rohit Sharma, just one thing. I think many years ago I interviewed Arjuna Ranatunga, Sri Lanka's World Cup winning captain. I forgot the year. It was it was a test series that started with India losing the first game, Rangana Hera
Okay.
running through, and then India coming back and winning that series many years ago. And I during that series, and that was the time when yo-yo tests became on vogue in Indian cricket. Virat Kohli had brought in that yo-yo test. So I interviewed Arjuna Ranatunga and spoke about this, and he said that something very very important. He said it is about cricket fitness. Say, cricket, what is cricket
Mm-hmm.
fitness? It is about your ability to judge a single. It is not like running 100 meters in 9.56 seconds in cricket. Cricket is a skill based sport, and it is about judging a single, whether a single is there or not. So I think Rohit also knows his body, but Rohit is very, very keen to play that 2027 World Cup. He has some unfinished business because 2023 last game India, after playing so well at that World Cup, India stumbled at the final hurdle. So Rohit is very, very keen to play. And I think he will bring on all his cricket fitness, all his experience. And I think, given his skill set as a batsman, given his in 50 over format, given his skill set as a batsman, he will score enough runs to be, I mean, to be to keep his place in this team. So I'm not too worried about Rohit. Certainly, if there is a big injury, I don't know. But the way things have been going on, I'm not too worried. Virat is so obviously he's
Hmm.
India's number one batsman in 50 over. The only format he plays is India's number one batsman. He would have played 2020 cricket, he would have been India's number one batsman. He would have played Test cricket, he would have been still India's number one batsman. It's simple as that.
Yeah, I also don't have like major concerns about both Rohit and Virat. I really hope and I will really pray that both of them are fit and both of them are there in the ODI World Cup 2027. And coming to Shubhanda, like there was so much of scrutiny on Rohit Sharma. If you remember the Australia series or any other series which was there, there was, yeah, ideally it was around both Rohit and Virat, but it was more on Rohit only, the scrutiny thing. So do you think that the Afghanistan series and the any other upcoming series, the England series or whatsoever, these series would be like not a typical test, but it would be something in which if Rohit Sharma does not perform, then the 2027 World Cup dream would be a bit
But Rohit
difficult for
was the
Rohit
man of
Sharma.
the series in Australia.
I know that, but still, like, see, if there's a
He
three
scored a
match series,
century. He scored a
and
half century.
I
I
know.
don't think there was much scrutiny. People actually celebrated Rohit's return to Indian format in that particular season.
Yes, it was definitely there. But like after that, also I have seen many people. In fact,
Hmm.
you were saying something. You were saying something, Shubhanda.
No, 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 no. Continue.
No, no, no. Okay, yeah. So like after that Australia thing, also like after that there was series in India also, and like he was a bit. I will not say off color, but yeah, like a bit less on runs. So I have read many articles and many things, and a few of sources were also there and saying like, if he does not perform, then it would be difficult for him to be in the 2027 ODI World Cup. So just keeping the thing in mind, and also we also know about the management. Nobody likes that non-committal statement, but if you just look at it through their lenses, it's not totally wrong also, because both of them, like the players are aging, the players have injury concerns, so India needs to prepare a backup. So do you think that these series are going to be like somewhat kind of decided for Rohit Sharma or any other senior player if management is looking at them? And I'll be back in a
I
second.
No, I don't think any series can be 1.5 years before the World Cup. Any series can be a decider for any of the player. I don't think so. It's too early to say. But yes, and performance metric is there for everyone, not only Rohit. If for example, what happened with Shubman Gill before the T20 World Cup? He was not performing at a designated at a desired strike rate, and that's why he was dropped. So performance metric is there for everyone. Uh, and even the best, the likes of Jadeja, Ashwin, everyone was dropped at one point from white ball cricket because they were not delivering for India. So in this case, if anyone, not only Rohit or Virat, but anyone, if for example a Shreyas Iyer fails to perform for the next 2, 3, 5, 6 series, people will start questioning his place. So that's there for everyone. And for Rohit, non-committal thing is about their fitness. They want to see, where they are in 6 months' time, and that is why they will. No one is questioning their caliber. No one is questioning what they have achieved for Indian cricket. But at the same time, they need to be fit. They need to be firing, and that's applicable for all the players, not only Rohit or Virat. That's applicable for Jasprit Bumrah, for Hardik Pandya, for Shreyas Iyer, for Shubman Gill, everyone in that team. So performance metric, fitness metric is there for everyone. I don't think it's only there for Rohit Sharma.
I'm very happy to see that there are more people who have the same mentality as me. But yeah, coming to Vaibhav, your opinion on like Rohit Sharma, and do you think like there would be some issues if it does not score runs, in few of the coming upcoming series?
See, obviously, I think Afghanistan and England, these two series will be very important because the problem with Rohit Sharma now no more is regarding his weight, fitness. It's not thing.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing, even the form is not a big concern. Like Shubhanda said, he was the man of the series. He scored that more than the 100 in Sydney, that 50 odd that he scored, that 50 in the second ODI. It was a tricky pitch, tough conditions where most of the batters, they failed. But Rohit scored a brilliant half century. I think that knock stood out for me in that Australia tour. After that, he scored a half century against South Africa as well. But then that quiet series against New Zealand. So see, if you look at the last year Rohit Sharma's, he was on and off. Not one good series in Australia, one half century against South Africa. But apart from that, if you look at the Champions Trophy as well, only one knock that came in the final. So form has been little on and off when it comes to Rohit Sharma. Fitness problems has been there. Last year also he was struggling with a hammy. This season also he was struggling with a hammy. So that's the problem. It's not the 39 label age factor that is
Yeah.
associated with Rohit Sharma. It is more than that. Now selectors are not just looking at the performance; they are also looking at their your injury history. Although you are playing only one format, but last year also you were facing the same issue, hamstring issue. You worked on your fitness, but this season again that hamstring issue caught up again. You picked up the hamstring issue again in the IPL season. So selectors will be looking at, then there are options. There are a lot of options waiting in the wings. Yashasvi Jaiswal, Ruturaj Gaikwad again is a top order player who was supposed to bat in the middle order, but again he remains a top order player, so he can come in. Ruturaj Gaikwad's list record is very good. Even his T20 record is very good. So again, pressure is there on Rohit Sharma. He also understands if he doesn't perform. Shubhanda, I think, was very generous to say 5 or 6 years series for Shreyas Iyer. In India, if you don't perform for two series, if you miss two
Yeah.
consecutive series, you don't perform. Players see Ravindra Jadeja he didn't take a single wicket in the New Zealand series. Now the scrutiny is
Hmm.
around Ravindra Jadeja. Can you bring in Akshar Patel back in the ODI team? Or Harsh Dubey is coming through the ranks. Can he be there for the 2027 World Cup? So in India, if you don't perform in two back-to-back series, you will be under pressure. Doesn't matter whoever you are. And with this team management, reputation doesn't work. If you are
Yeah.
performing, if you are fit enough, then only you will get a chance, or you will not. So for Rohit Sharma, these two series are important. If he fails in two series, things will be very, very difficult for Rohit Sharma. Just in case if Yashasvi Jaiswal also performs, then it will be much tougher for him to, regain his place back in the side, because he will be dropped. Now he's not no longer the captain, so he could be dropped if he doesn't perform in Afghanistan series and in England.
Hmm. Yes, very rightly said. And when we talk about like this management, reportedly they don't like the superstar culture, so it can't be helped. If you perform, then you are there in the team. If you're not, then you are not in the team. As simple as that. No matter what name tag you are carrying for 18 years or 20 years, they don't care much about it. They just need performance. So before we wrap the show, we should quickly talk about Indian bowling lineup also. So coming straight up to Shamikda, what are your opinions about Indian bowling in, especially in pace, like with Jasprit Bumrah being injury prone and issues here and there?
So Jasprit Bumrah basically they will manage his workload. Jasprit Bumrah is not part of the
Yeah.
T20 squad that will tour Ireland and England later this month, but
Hmm.
he's part of the ODI. He's part of the squad for the Asian Games, because Asian Games
Yeah.
obviously India BCCI has decided to take the Asian Games seriously. That is one. And going ahead, as Ajit Agarkar told us the other day, that Jasprit Bumrah from now on will be more, the focus would be more on him playing ODIs, because with an eye on the 2027 World Cup. So T20 cricket
Okay.
for the moment will take a backseat, because the next cycle it is about 2028 World Cup and 2028 Olympics, but that is 2 years later. Now the priority as regards white ball cricket is the 2027 World Cup. So Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah from now on would be basically used in the 50 over format. Jasprit Bumrah, they will have to keep him fit, because if India want to win the World Cup 2027,
Yeah.
then Jasprit Bumrah will have to be fit at his peak. Without Jasprit Bumrah, India wouldn't have even won the home T20I World Cup. Go back,
100%.
go back to that match, the semi-final against England. What was the difference? That Jasprit Bumrah over, that Jasprit Bumrah over his final over. Eventually, it was the difference between the two teams. So Jasprit Bumrah and final 4 for 15. If I can recall it right.
Mhm.
So Jasprit Bumrah. But
Yeah.
one thing, Srishti, you have to, when you talk about Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, you have to
Hmm.
keep one thing in mind. You are talking about the two giants of Indian.
100%.
It is not like removing Shreya Iyer on the heels of winning a World Cup. Sorry, Surya Kumar Yadav on the heels of winning a
Yeah.
World Cup. Even Surya didn't even lose a single ODI T20 series, but it is not like removing even a Ravichandran Ashwin. We are talking about the two giants, and they know, and selectors are not. They are smart. They know what these two players can bring to the table. Virat, you cannot touch him. Virat, he is once again, he is still your best batsman. You cannot touch him. Rohit, given his range, given his skill set, Here, I'm telling you that unless he pick, you never know because he is approaching 40, a serious injury, and God forbid it doesn't happen. And we all want Rohit Sharma as long as he plays. I mean, that just based on pure aesthetics, nobody can match Rohit Sharma. That lazy elegance, when he will be gone, that lazy elegance in cricket will be gone. That what used to have, what we used to revel in that in Brian Lara, David Gower, Rohit Sharma. So the thing is that now he is a very smart cricketer. He knows his body, and I think he has enough skill set to do enough to be in the team. So at as far as this and this three matches obviously is not an audition. You cannot judge
Yeah.
someone like Rohit Sharma on a series to series basis. I don't I don't see him playing in all three matches against Afghanistan. Hypothetically, if it happens, then he will be under pressure in the series in England. That's it.
Yes, very rightly said. And I really feel like, yeah, I don't think there is any questions around Rohit and Virat or something like that. But yeah, in the past few months, which we saw about the like selection things or anything else, that's why these things are coming around that they are getting age, oh, if they don't score runs and things like that. But yeah, if you talk about caliber, I really don't think there is any other player like them. No disrespect to anyone in this world, no disrespect to the youngsters, but I really don't feel that Indian team has any player of with the caliber of Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. So I really hope that both of them perform well. And before we quickly wrap the show, coming to Vaibhav, your opinion on Indian bowling side with Jasprit Bumrah a bit injury prone, and also like he hasn't played an ODI I think since ODI World Cup 2023. So do you think it would be some or the other kind of issue for Indian team?
See, it doesn't matter if Bumrah has played a ODI or not. Even if he was there, he was not there in the Champions Trophy as well, and people were talking whether we will win the Champions Trophy or not. But
Yeah.
even with a 75% rhythm kind of Shami, he was not fully fit or he was not in full rhythm. Still, India win the Champions Trophy with quite easy. There was no discomfort at all. So Champions Trophy was won without Jasprit Bumrah. So Jasprit Bumrah obviously remains the crown jewel of Indian cricket, and whenever he comes back, whenever he plays, he becomes the most important player of the team, whichever format he plays. So I don't think there is obviously workload management is a thing with Jasprit Bumrah that team management and selectors will keep an eye on. That's why they are managing. That's why he is not going to play the Ireland ODI, T20s or England T20s. He's directly playing the Asian games because it's a multi-nation tournament. So you are keeping Jasprit Bumrah available for those multi-nation events. So that's how you will manage your Jasprit Bumrah. Two back surgeries he has gone through. So how you
Yeah.
manage that? That they are doing it very carefully. They are handling him well. Now coming to bowling, so see, it's very clear. As of now, Jasprit Bumrah is your number one choice pacer. Then comes Mohammad Siraj, second choice pacer. Who's your third choice pacer? For me, it's Harshit Rana because he bats as well, so he comes in at number 8. I think it will come down to the fourth pace bowling option that India will have to ponder upon. Now, whether it's an Arshdeep Singh just to bring a left arm angle, whether it's a Prasidh Krishna, whether it's a Gurnoor Brar, who is it? You have to identify before the 2027 World Cup. I think that fourth seamer slot is a key, and the debate will be around that fourth seamer slot because if I don't think Harshit Rana is going to miss the cut for the 2027 World Cup only just because he's one of those bowlers who can bowl at 140 plus and can bat as well. He's a better batter than a lot of
Okay.
seam bowlers that we
Mm-hmm.
have in the country. So that's why
Yeah.
Harshit Rana is a guaranteed. I think it will be around the fourth seamer. Also, who is going to be your spin bowling all rounder? Whether it's going to be a Ravindra Jadeja, whether it's going to be a Rakshar Patel. I don't see both of them going to South Africa. Washington Sundar is likely to be there, but who is going to be, whether I have written a piece as well before the start of the season, Akshar Patel or Ravindra Jadeja, whom selectors are looking at. I think things will get clear after the England
Okay.
or when the England ODI series will be announced. So that these two things in regards to the bowling that selectors will have to sort before the 2027 World Cup. I think they have to identify the contenders and then give a long run so that they can establish themselves. I think that's it from the bowling part.
Okay, okay. So we'll have to see that what kind of backups are being prepared for the ODI World Cup, and also a close eye towards Hardik Pandya's injury, towards a bit of Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma also. So I hope that everybody is fine and they all play the World Cup. So that would be it for now. And for more such news, updates, and latest news, keep watching Rep Sports. Thanks for watching.